Good morning, Panthers. I'm Camden,
And my name is Justin.
and this is
It's Tech Tuesday.
Welcome back. Today I'm going to talk about Sony again. Somewhat quietly, they have recently released Mocopi. I think that's how you say it. uh, Basically, using your phone and Mocopi sensors attached to your ankles and your wrists, the system's able to accurately track your movement in real time. Right now it's priced at around $350. They kind of look like watches. It's pretty interesting. But that's all I have for today, so now it's time for games.
Hi, I'm back. Now here with games. For today, we have some more games we would like to talk about and want to mention.
So, first game is Roblox.
Ooh,
That's
that's a controversial topic when it comes to people. Really, because you see it everywhere, but it's really weird.
Some of my favorite games on Roblox are Flee the Facility.
Mm.
It's a classic.
It is a classic. I remember playing that when I was younger.
Then you've also got games like Escape Ariana Grande at Area 51.
Why?
I don't
What
know.
is that name?
Roblox is Roblox.
Roblox is Roblox, and it's made by other people. Yeah.
Mm. I think something better than Roblox is FPS chess.
Ooh, that's a good game.
Yeah.
I will say, anybody that likes chess will probably like FPS chess because that's like Call of Duty and chess at the same
It's
thing.
really cool. So the basic concept is, for those that don't know, it's chess. But when you make a move to attack another player or another piece, it becomes a one-on-one, you versus them, with the two pieces.
Yeah,
And it's
really weird.
interesting. It's really cool. But yeah, gotta say,
Very
one of my
something else.
favorite games, definitely.
Definitely.
And another game I've started playing recently is Call of the Sea.
What is that? I think
It's-
I've heard that before, but I don't really
It's
remember that.
it's a puzzle game. It's
I think I remember that.
you're kind of like a detective.
Mm-hmm.
You're on a strange island and you have to figure out what happened to the crew of this ship that wrecked, and you're looking for your husband because he was on the ship.
Right. Yeah.
It's really interesting.
Yeah, that seems really interesting, but I don't really remember.
The visual style's really cool.
Yeah. A game I'd like to mention that we don't really seem topics of and or things of is Insomniac's version of Spider-Man and Spider-Man Miles Morales. It seems to be almost the thing of they're coming out with Spider-Man 2, but they have said no word about it. They seem no worry that nobody cares, but they also want to show that they care in a sense. It's really weird, and I don't really understand it. Secondly, also Mortal Kombat. I don't ever see anything about the new one, and or if they're going to make a new one.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about Mortal Kombat in a while.
Ooh, yeah. Mortal Kombat's one of those games that it was really, really good when it was first released.
It was really
and now,
popular too.
Yeah, but now it's just casuals that play it that don't really care much. And on the topic of fighter games, Street Fighter. Street Fighter 6 seems to be coming out.
Oh yeah.
It's new. It revolves about an entirely new story about some characters that died. And yeah, it's really something else. I don't understand the whole story of it because, of course, it's not released yet. But yeah, and lastly, I'd like to talk about For Honor. For Honor is an old game, but it's a fighting game as well.
Yeah, For Honor.
For Honor's community is something else.
I don't know much about it, but
it's very hard.
From what I've seen, this looks pretty cool.
It's fun, but it's hard at the same time. I tried getting into it, but the community and, well, the people are just really, really hard to play against. But yeah. That's all we have for games. Now time for our history segment.
Hey, I'm Caden. Now time for our history segment. Seeing how we talked about storage for the past 2 Tech Tuesdays, we're going to talk about CDs, or compact discs. CDs are another form of storage, just like the floppy disk that we talked about last Tuesday. They're the next generation of floppy disks, being able to typically hold around 700 to 800 megabytes. CDs have a very circular formation, almost like a donut, with about 4.7 inches in diameter. They later used the CD-ROM, or the compact disc read-only memory, for computers. Computers could only read the CD, but they could not write or erase any data on the CD, hence the name. It became super common and later became capable of being played on the CD player. CD-ROM began being used in home video game consoles, with the first one being the TurboGrafx CD. Later in the 1980s, there was an arcade system board that supported CD-ROMs, which allowed access and flexibility with new Laserdisc games. Computers at the time were labeled multimedia computers because they could support CD-ROM discs, and as time went on, it became common for all computers to contain CD-ROM drives. However, now that we've moved onto hard drives and SSDs, or solid-state drives, to store our data, as they are built in, it's much more efficient than a CD. That's all for history. Have a good one.
I feel as if we are done here for today. Right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's
That's
all
all
for
for
tech.
tech. See you next Tuesday.